Let me see if I can find it. Will invest in Shiba. If I can find it, tweet. Um, Again, I don't know if that will, do anything for the price of Shiba or not. I do know that Shiba is investing and helping with India, and you have some big things going on with India and XRP. I mean XLM. No, I'm sorry, XRP. Just signed an agreement for national banking with XRP actually on yesterday coming out of India. So a big I can't find it. I can't find that tweet. But again, he did share that with me. I don't think I can find it on his timeline. So you just never know. But again, I want to make this a quick up to date live stream. Not going to stay on live that long on this one. I may go live again later on tonight, just looking at crypto, dissecting some things. Another thing that I want to share with you all before you go is President Biden's budget. President Biden's budget, which I don't know why they're making this public. I do know why they're making this public or why they're saying this now. Um, okay, I'm reading your comment, Des. Give me 1 second. Uh, Biden declares his economic plan is working. He's pushing the infrastructure to the next level. However, the article stated that he finally admits that we are in inflation, right? So maybe let me see. Maybe that article then. U.S. economic inflation rate plan is working. So he's not admitting to inflation. I take that back. He's saying his economic plan is working. Um, Infrastructure plan is the next step. I don't see how he thinks that this is helping with inflation, right? Um, or why he's saying this publicly, because as you all know, our prices have increased. Gas has been the highest it's ever been in 6 years. In 6 years, so will groceries. And then he released his economic plan. Let me see exactly how much trillion it would be. So what does that mean? 6 trillion budget to boost the middle class. It means more inflation is on the way. The higher the budget, the more money they pump into this economy, the higher the prices, the more this would force inflation. Biden proposed a $6 trillion budget to make the U.S. more competitive. United States will not be more competitive, right? The dollar, the cash, will no longer be the world reserve currency. This is all, what they tell you all to stay calm um, and try to not see what's hidden in plain sight. Um, yeah, the highest levels of federal spending since World War II, right? So spend 6 trillion beginning in 2022 in the fiscal year. And you all already know this is the highest spending federal since World War II. A lot of the new money created, right, have happened between 2020 and 2021. A lot of the money that's in circulation now created is between 2020 and 2021. So let me read this comment that says, Queen, please don't say that everything in life changed. Bitcoin will be the number one coin, time to come. Let's hope we all know the right coin to lead into the future. I think that's what I said, that Bitcoin will remain the number one coin. If I didn't, let me know. I thought I said I think nothing would trump Bitcoin. Although percentage wise, Ethereum is our, as far as gains, Ethereum has higher gains percentage wise than Bitcoin. However, Bitcoin, in my opinion, will remain that coin that will continuously to be an asset. It's not going to be a currency. It is an investment. It is an appreciating asset. I'm going to break it down this way. I I asked a friend guy today, Would you rather have a Rolls Royce, a rental property, or a pair of J's, right? A Rolls Royce, a rental property, or a pair of J's. And he said he would prefer the Rolls Royce. And I asked him why. And he said, well, the Rolls, I've dealt with tenants for 2 years. I've been a landlord. I'm tired of tenants. I didn't have very good tenants. Okay, I accepted that answer, right? But this was my point. That Rolls Royce will appreciate in value, right? You cannot get cash flow from a Rolls Royce. It will, as long as you retain it, as long as the United States keep pumping out cash, real sound money will have to rise to the occasion, which is physical gold and silver. A lot of people do not know that, right? That is real money. That's what the Constitution says is real money, and the Constitution has not changed. And let me break it down. I said I was going to be off under an hour, but I feel like this is a teachable moment. It's like the game of Monopoly, right? I like teaching complicated things in simple ways. I love it. It's like the game of Monopoly, right? In Monopoly, when I play my nieces in the game of Monopoly, their goal, and I have some right here in front of me because I teach youth this. So this is great for my illustration. Usually my nieces and any youth that I play Monopoly goal is to get the cash, right? They want this. They always want this. This is Monopoly money. It's no different than this. Same thing, green printed paper, right? Actually, the Monopoly money is a little harder because it's made out of cardboard. So the youth always want this. They figure, hey, it says this is 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, right? But they never they are understanding now, but they never understood how I always win the games when I accumulate this, right? I always accumulate the houses and the hotels. The houses and the hotels. Because this is what most Americans don't understand. You've been taught to go after the cash and not the assets. So when people advise you to trade cryptocurrency to get more of this, you're letting go of the asset because cryptocurrency is going to be replace cash. In the near distant future, beginning in 2022, we're going to see cryptocurrency take legs, real use cases, used in this economy, more in our environment, our world more. And you're going to see even less of cash being used, right? And you're going to see cash able to purchase less and less. I know you all probably say I have a lot of friend guys. I really do. I told another one of my friend guys today, I was on the phone with texting, and I told him, I said, I bought a bag of cherries, and it was $10 for the bag of cherries. I love cherries, and I'm already out of the bag, but I don't want to go back and spend $10 on a bag of cherries, right? That's just inflation. That's inflation. And so most people, most adults, not just children, they look for the cash. They look at, okay, I can get more liquidate, which means to turn an asset into cash by getting more Ethereum, or I can get into Shiba, or I can get into this BTT, or Engine Coin, which have great gains. I'm not saying XDC has great gains. Let me pull up XDC. I think and I'm not against that. But then when I ask them, do you have the top 5 assets in the crypto world? The answer is no. That's a concern for me. Doge right now is number 7. Doge is definitely going to be. Sinfin is only up 3% right now, but Doge is definitely going to be, I think, in my opinion, the world currency, which means a joke is going to replace a joke. See, in 1971, the dollar was created as a joke. See, the government wasn't sure that people would fall for this. The government was unsure If people will give up the gold and the silver, which is what the Wizard of Oz is about, and take this paper and print it, because see, cash used to have, if you can see this, in gold coin, which means it was good as gold. You can take this and you can get the real money, the physical asset, the physical property. That's why I guess my friend guy said Rolex, because gold, 18 karat gold, 22 karat gold appreciate, right? Not designer's jewelry. Because as more cash is printed into the economy, gold and silver has to be used to reset the economy, people. It has to be used to reset the economy because it is sound money, it is constitutional money, and that has not changed. Most people just don't know that. That's why they don't teach you this in schools. They don't want most people to know that. They don't want most people to come to the knowledge. So just like in the game of Monopoly, the people that accumulate the cash and not the assets lose. So when people are trading Forex and they're trading the assets for the cash, they're going to lose. When people are liquidating cryptocurrency, and I get it, I understand it. If you are one of those millions of Americans, right, that have mortgage and rent due, you need to liquidate your cryptocurrency into cash. Because right now, cash may not be king, but it still runs the kingdom. Which means cash, although it is worth less, right? Which means it's able to buy or purchase less things now because pricing is increasing. It is still not worthless. Cash is not king, but we haven't converted over to crypto world, so it still rules the kingdom, right? Cash, a fancy printed IOU, right? A fancy printed IOU note. So cash is not quite trash yet until Jones one. Until I go to a store that said we don't want your cash. So it's not quite trash yet, but futuristic in the near, or not the distant future, right? Not the near future, but the futuristic cash definitely will be trash. So what do? You take the cash and you convert it into assets, whether it's real estate, which I wouldn't do real estate right now because the market is overpriced. The only assets, and what makes cryptocurrency assets, is that they're going to be used for this new economy that the Fed Chairman Jerome Powell is telling you all that we're not going back to. And we have found out that jobs can replace people and we can work from remote locations. His direct words, right? So now when we use these cryptocurrencies, these digital money, right? Those persons who have not gotten in at the foundation level of cryptocurrency, or you're selling it and converting it back into cash. Now, once again, very smart financial decisions would be if you have rent due, right? If you have mortgage due, if you have bills due, and you have allowed your cash to accumulate, or you multiplied your cash, right, by converting into crypto, then yes, flip it, liquidate it, and pay your bills. Right? I don't have a room for you to live in. You need roof over your head, right? Food in your stomachs, right? If you are not in that situation and you're trading Forex and you're getting this back in returns, I really hate it for you because you don't have a financial understanding of where we are headed. You don't have the foresight, and maybe you don't have the patience. So let's talk about this crypto today. No, I want you all to be laser focused because some things you are missing out on is right here in plain sight for you. Again, they will build that. ADA will do well as well.